It's your first look inside the LSU Gymnastics locker room here on the campus of LSU in Baton Rouge. And this is Inside LSU Gymnastics. This week, the Tigers with a huge road meet against the Tide in Tuscaloosa. We'll take you there. And then also, we'll have a great feature on Louisiana's own Sydney Ewing. That and so much more. Inside LSU Gymnastics, starting right now.
Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Bro is brought to you each week by Sigma Engineers. Sigma Engineers is thankful to our clients who trust us year after year and to the commitment of our selfless employees who bring such great talents to our company. With experts in every discipline, our dedication to safety and quality sets us apart as one of the leaders in the petrochemical industry. Woman's Hospital. The best birthday ever is at Woman's. TJ Ribs. Legendary Louisiana barbecue. And by Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Insurance Financial. Lending the way home buyers prefer it. Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Bro is an exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Television Network.
Welcome inside LSU Gymnastics. I'm your host, Mike Smith. The Fighting Tigers of LSU are off to a strong start in the 2017 season. After defeating Georgia in the Maravich Center a couple of Fridays ago, the Tigers tamed the Tide in Tuscaloosa on Friday night with a huge 197-575 road score, and it was something to watch live on the SEC Network. And it gives me great pleasure to bring into today's show the associate head coach of the LSU Tigers, Jay Clark. Jay, it's always fun to compete in Tuscaloosa. Great crowd, great atmosphere for gymnastics, and the Tigers were ready.
Well, it's fun when it comes out the way it did, Mike. It's not always fun when we go over there, but in recent days it sure has been. And to go over there and to get that road score and compete in front of a big crowd like that, and to see our team handle it the way that they were able to do at an early stage of the season was a real pleasure.
Well, it was indeed a pleasure to watch the Fighting Tigers come in. You able to go touch the equipment the day of and get used to, and that's particularly important, I would suppose, for some of the freshmen and sophomores that might not have visited Coleman Coliseum.
Well, really, for both those classes, I mean, this is a unique environment that they had not yet experienced. And Alabama, you know, historically is one of the more boisterous, large crowds that you'll ever experience in a dual meet setting. And so for the freshmen and sophomores, it was uncharted territory. But I'll tell you what, you know, we got on that floor. There was a calmness and an ease about this team, and I think a lot of that comes from the leadership of Bugs and Maya. But you can feel it coming from them, and for us as coaches, it's very calming. And it's rare that you have a team that can get into that environment for the first time in a season and feel as at ease as they did, and they handled it with grace.
Well, and speaking of handling business, the Tigers in the first rotation as the visiting team start on the uneven bars, Jay. And of course, you always have a front row seat for the uneven bars. What did you particularly see out of the Tigers getting off to such a great start?
Well, I anticipated there being a little bit of trouble in warm-ups, and we did. We had a little bit of trouble in just adjusting. It's the first time that you get on what we call jug bars, or freestanding set of bars that have a different flex than what we use here at the PMAC and in our gym. So it's a little bit different, and so the timing of their handstands and things of that nature can be a little bit off. But we made those adjustments pretty well during the warm-ups, and then we're able to execute a fairly good bar set. I thought really the highlight of the bar set was Sarah Finnegan's bar routine. It was probably the best she's done in the first two meets, and just her execution and the way that she is so clean throughout is really nice to see.
And as always, our highlights are brought to you by TJ Ribs, the official barbecue restaurant of LSU Athletics on Acadian and Segan Lane in Baton Rouge. Jay, the Tigers 49-175 on the uneven bars. Hey, on the road, you're going to take that score every week.
Well, yeah, you definitely want to be in. You know, our target for a baseline would be 49-25, because if you do that, then you're still maintaining a 197 pace, and you know that we're going to go up from there. Anytime you start on the road, particularly early in the season, the first event, I don't care whether it's bars or beam or anything else, you're going to be a little bit tight, a little bit nervous, and I think we worked those kinks out very quickly on this event for the first meet.
Alabama goes 49-2 on vault, while the Tigers are 49-175. So a great meet right out of the gate. And you flip over to the vault, and the Tigers just seem to seize the meet by the throat.
Well, we kind of knew going in, and we kind of told our team that to expect to be kind of almost at a tie after the first event, but that second event was going to be where we were going to put some separation between us and the other team. We really believe that we're the best vaulting team in the country, and I think that that's been borne out in the first two competitions.
Huge 49-16 score, punctuated by Ashley Matt with her 7th perfect 10 as a Fighting Tiger. Wow, that double is just an amazing thing to watch, Jay.
Well, it really is, and it was set up, and I'm actually, we've seen her do better vaults than that one, but it was set up so well by what happened earlier in the lineup. We got Lexi Priestman out there, and she was able to get a 9.9, and then when you saw what Maya did, again on a full, and we have 1.5s that both of those kids can do, but the trick is knowing, are the judges going to continue to reward the fulls at that 9.9 or better level, or should we go for that more difficult vault? So when they can do that early in the lineup, it just sets Ashley up to be able to really hit the home run at the end.
Well, you can tell that this is an exciting meet at the capstone, the Tigers and the Tide. And after this timeout, we'll come back and take a look at the second half of Friday night's meet from Tuscaloosa. This is Inside LSU Gymnastics. This gymnastics moment brought to you by Sigma Engineering. Sigma engineers and constructors, safety, relationships, quality, excellence, engineering done right.
It was our first away meet, so definitely something different, out of our comfort zone, but our mindset was to go out and do our gymnastics with an aggressive mindset, and I think that's just what we did. I'm very proud of this team.
You're a mom the moment you see that second line. And it's time to get ready, because this birthday takes months to plan. Find the doctor who just clicks with you. Make a birth plan that's right for you. Because every woman wants something different, even you and your BFF. And when it's finally time, our doctors and nurses will be by your side as you bring your beautiful baby into this world. The best birthday ever is at Woman's.
What's wrong, big guy?
All I wanted was a chance to play today.
You know it's tough, kid, but we've both been in your shoes before.
Yeah, right. You guys are great.
Come on, I have someone you want to meet.
You know the only way to become great is to learn from a legend.
Billy Cannon!
Hey, gang, come on in here. We're going to talk some football.
More people than ever are choosing Nissan, making us North America's fastest growing auto brand in 2016. Take on 2017 and get the safety you'd expect. And America's best truck warranty. Get to Nissan's Take On 2017 event and save up to $2,500 on the 2016 Sentra, or save up to $5,000 on the 2016 Altima. Get to Nissan, a proud partner of the LSU Tigers.
Go Tigers! At LSU, we're pretty competitive. We helped prove Einstein's theories about gravity. Nailed it. France designated our French program as a center of excellence. We've discovered 41 species of birdies. LSU, we're pretty competitive because we're here to win.
What are y'all doing here so early?
Oh, Dee Dee, we're so excited that we just wanted to get some extra vaults in.
Vaulting for victory, right?
Holy cow! Holy cow! LSU Gymnastics tickets are less than the movies and fun for the family. Tickets start at just $3, so make sure to get yours today.
This segment of Inside LSU Gymnastics is brought to you by TJ Ribs. TJ Ribs, legendary Louisiana barbecue.
This week's exceptional performance of the week brought to you by Woman's Hospital. The best birthday ever is at Woman's. And Jay, we were talking that this week's exceptional performance is really difficult to pick because there were so many on the road meet, the first of the season for the Tigers. But the vault team at 49-6, they were just exemplary.
Well, when you can do that on an event, it's demoralizing to your opponent because we stayed right with them on bars. Our bars were comparable to theirs, but when our vault team went over there and did that, it put some distance between the two teams, and it really made us get into a place of ease mentally to approach the final two events.
Well, and we go right into the second half highlights of the meet in Tuscaloosa. The Tigers Over on the floor exercise in the third rotation, Jay, it looked like that everybody brought that same kind of momentum from the home meet a week prior on the road in Alabama.
Well, you know what's so unique about this team, Mike? It can come from so many places on this team. Whether it's a different event can go 49.5 or above, and different individuals each week. We're going to see 9.9s and better come from different individuals, and I think this week demonstrated that when the early part of our lineup on floor was pretty good, but we've seen them go 9.9 as well, and then the back half doing what they did with Maya, Bugs, and Sarah Finnegan, her first time out, being able to go 9.9 was a real big plus to being able to finish that event.
A 9.9 and a pair of 9.95s on the road. That is just super strong so early in the season. And it really propelled the Tigers, Jay, I felt, into the final event. But before we move on to the balance beam, I just wanted to park for a moment and talk about how McKenna Kelly has continued to just evolve on this event. She looked so at home and at ease on Friday.
She really has. And this routine that she does, we've made a decision to go with the more difficult middle pass, the full end when we're at home or when we're on a podium, and she can be a little more at ease. First time out of the gate on the road, we took it out and let her do something that we knew she'd be comfortable with. But the thing about McKenna is that it's more than just her floor routine. She brings so much to our program in terms of energy, enthusiasm. She's got a sense of humor that is just ridiculous in some ways, but our team really stays loose when she's in that good place mentally. You can expect to see her do some other events here coming up too. She's not just a floor worker. She's probably going to get into vault and beam as well.
Hey, we'd love to see that for the sophomore from Houston, Texas, 9.875 in a critical spot of the LSU floor lineup on Friday. Propels you and helps you move into the balance beam, again with a lead over Alabama. But the Tigers just did not let up at all, Jay.
Well, we're very comfortable on balance beam, and I think that at the end of the day, it may be our deepest, best event, 1 through 6. Anytime we put somebody up there, you know, you notice that last week we had Lauren Lee that went out there and did the job, and this week we put Kennedy in, and we've got more options coming. So we're very comfortable on that event. I think it's nice to be in that place because whether we have to finish on that event or start on that event at some point, which is possible, we feel good about it.
You know, I felt like that Dee Dee Bro made an outstanding point on the SEC Network Live broadcast, and that was that, you know, you don't get the luxury of finishing in the Maravich Center, and that means that sometimes the beam is going to be last or near the end of the meet, and you're going to have that moxie to bring it home, and the Tigers did Friday.
Yeah, and generally, when you finish on beam or if you have to start on beam in a championship meet at some point, those are the two places that generally kind of can be a bugaboo for teams from time to time. But with this group, we really feel good about it. I'm telling you, as a coach, in my 27 years, I have not felt as at ease with a group on that event as I have with this one.
Well, a pair of 9.9s or better from Sarah Finnegan and Maya Hambrick on the event, and the Tigers at 49.275 on the balance beam, Jay. And I felt like the punctuation mark that Bugs brought at the end was really just outstanding.
Well, she was in a tough spot. You know, because we had already had the one fall, and it turned out to be a very good learning experience for our team because Sydney, who had an atypical fall, she does not come off the equipment very often, but it put that last routine, it was a little bit tight because Alabama was over there doing nice floor, and we just needed to stay on, and I think Bugs knew that, and she got up there and did a very nice job. One little break that she had in there and a little hop on the dismount, but more than enough for us to seal the victory and just showed her experience and her ability to pull us through. And
nearly a half-point victory on the road at Alabama, the highest team score for an LSU team ever in Coleman Coliseum, 197.575, and it was absolutely outstanding. And we'll be right back inside LSU Gymnastics.
I think just the tightness of the competition and the back and forth and the roar of the crowd got our kids excited. But the thing that I really liked to see was if we had a break or a score that we didn't really agree with, it just fired the kids up and moved them more forward in the competition. It was a fabulous team effort. And the kids said, okay, this is our event, we've got this. And they moved from bars to vaulting and took charge of this competition and then went to floor, and they were fabulous. They were really, really good. And Sarah Finnegan did a great job and in the all-around for the first time. So I think that was a huge bonus for us tonight.
When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. David specializes in helping first-time home buyers, offering conventional FHA, VA, RD construction, and jumbo loans. David takes the hassle out of getting a home loan while making you feel right at home. Lending the way you like it. Call David today at 921-8152. That's 921-8152. David Alello with Assurance Financial.
You're a mom the moment you see that second line. And it's time to get ready because this birthday takes months to plan. Find the doctor who just clicks with you. Make a birth plan that's right for you. Because every woman wants something different, even you and your BFF. And when it's finally time, our doctors and nurses will be by your side as you bring your beautiful baby into this world. The best birthday ever is at Woman's.
Experience miracles dozens of times a day. Introducing the Sports app on the all-new Contour from Cox. It's cable TV reimagined to get you right to the good stuff.
Cox, official communications partner of LSU Athletics.
Tiger Athletic Foundation, preserving the past, celebrating the present, and building the future of LSU athletics.
Take it up, Jay. Take it up, Jay. You ready?
Let's get it. Let's get it right.
Let's go. Get it. Let's go.
Yeah, breathe. No passing time. Oh, hey.
I got you. I will. Knock down, Karen. Count it. Ball in.
I got you.
There you go. So
Team on one. Team on one. One team.
This segment of Inside LSU Gymnastics is brought to you by Sigma Engineers. Sigma Engineers is thankful to our clients who trust us year after year, and to the commitment of our selfless employees who bring such great talents to our company. With experts in every discipline, our dedication to safety and quality sets us apart as one of the leaders in the petrochemical industry.
Welcome back inside LSU Gymnastics, our first opportunity to bring you inside the LSU locker room in the new LSU Gymnastics Training Center on the campus of LSU in Baton Rouge. And Jay Clark, you know, this locker room means so much to so many, but particularly to Sydney Ewing, a Louisiana native who has found her home here on the LSU Gymnastics team.
Sydney Ewing exemplifies everything you want in a student athlete from a coach's perspective. She has done everything the right way. She's a homegrown kid, and whenever you have the kind of enthusiasm that comes along with a kid that has grown up wanting to be at a place, you generally get great results, and we've gotten amazing results from Sydney Ewing both in the classroom and in the gym as she's made an All-American, coming here as a walk-on and earning a scholarship. It's a great story, Sydney Ewing.
Well, our Garrett Walvert takes you inside the mind of Sydney Ewing and what it's like to be a Tiger and what it means in her heart. This week's Inside feature brought to you by Sigma Engineering. Sigma Engineers and Constructors. Safety, relationships, quality, excellence. Engineering done right.
A senior, an All-American, a Tiger. LSU gymnast Sydney Ewing has written her name in the record book since coming to college from Lafayette, Louisiana. Sydney is a four-time All-American and team leader, contributing to a golden age for LSU gymnastics. Her career began early and was fostered by her mother, Donna, who later coached her at Acadiana Gymnastics.
So I started gymnastics when I was 4, and at the beginning I think it was more just for fun, and I wasn't very good at the beginning. I would get like the last place participation medals, but it was all so fun for me. I've always just fallen in love with the sport. My mom started coaching me whenever I was a level 9, and that was a really interesting transition at first, but we both grew to love it, and the bond that we were able to build as a mother-daughter and also coach-athlete was so special, and we really have grown so close through the sport of gymnastics.
Ewing had no idea her freshman season would begin as a walk-on and finish as a national finalist on balance beam.
Freshman year was such a learning experience, coming onto a team with so many amazing gymnasts, so many leaders, and just a whole new environment. It was just such a new experience for us, college gymnastics. I mean, it was a record-breaking year. We ended up getting 3rd place. I contributed on beam and ended up getting 3rd at nationals, which was so unexpected. I didn't even know what event finals were. But the whole thing was just such a learning experience, not only for gymnastics, but just developing as a person.
On beam, Ewing continued to excel, but was searching for a new song for her routine. She looked no further than her brother Travis, a contestant on TV's The Voice.
Ever since I can remember, my brother has always been a musician, singing, playing the guitar, any instrument he picked up, that's his passion. Every time I compete on beam at home meets, Hallelujah plays, and it's him singing for me, and it's very calming and special to me that, you know, even though he can't be there since he lives far away, that his voice is filling the PMAC, and everyone loves it, and it's so beautiful, and he is such a gift.
Ewing has grown close with LSU Hall of Famer Dee Bro, despite being starstruck by the coach at an early age.
Dee is one of the most amazing women I've ever met. I've known her since I was probably 11 or 12 years old, and when I'd come to camp, and she used to really scare me just because she's so enthusiastic and so determined and outgoing and a loud personality, but now she is someone that I could go to for absolutely anything. She's taught me more about myself and has pushed me to my limits, but it's only made me better. It really is just to develop us not only to the best gymnasts we can be, but so that we can succeed after gymnastics as well.
With the largest cheering section at every home meet, a special senior season continues for LSU's Sydney Ewing. Reporting for Inside LSU Gymnastics, I'm Garrett Walter.
What's wrong, big guy?
All I wanted was a chance to play today.
You know it's tough, kid, but we've both been in your shoes before.
Yeah, right. You guys are great.
Come on, I have someone you want to meet.
You know the only way to become great is to learn from a legend.
Billy Cannon!
Hey, gang, come on in here. We're going to talk some football.
When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. David specializes in helping first-time home buyers, offering conventional FHA, VA, RD construction, and jumbo loans. David takes the hassle out of getting a home loan while making you feel right at home. Lending the way you like it. Call David today at 921-8152. That's 921-8152. David Alello with Assurance Financial.
Today is your day to play. Get the top brands for low prices every day. Academy.
1977, Disco, Bell Bottoms, and Ford F-Series starts its epic run as the best-selling trucks in America. 2017, F-Series is still king for 40 straight years. Why? Rock-solid durability, up-to-the nanosecond technology, and jaw-dropping capability. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 40 straight years.
Get an F-150 with 0 for 60, plus current F-Series owners get an additional $4,000 in owner loyalty cash on a new 2016 F-150, only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
At LSU, we're pretty competitive. We helped prove Einstein's theories about gravity. Nailed it. France designated our French program as a center of excellence. We've discovered 41 species of birdies. LSU, we're pretty competitive because we're here to win.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, lsushop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Gymnastics is brought to you by Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. Lending the way home buyers prefer it.
As always, this season, our look ahead is brought to you by David Alello of Assurance Financial, lending the way home buyers prefer it. And Jay, looking ahead to the next home meet in the Maravich Center. First of all, it's always great to be in the PMAC. What an amazing atmosphere. But Texas Women's comes to visit us, and we'll have an opportunity, I think, to make sure that we get some participation across lineups by these Tigers.
Well, the main thing we're hoping for this week is that our crowd shows up. We've got our students back. We shouldn't have a weather threat. I've already looked at the weather report, so we ought to be able to put on a great show and pack the PMAC for the first time this season. You know, TWU brings in some teams, some kids here that can do some good gymnastics. They'll put on a good show for us as well, and they're friends of ours. You know, those coaches have got some history with both Dee Dee and myself, and we look forward to seeing them a lot. And we're just looking forward to getting home, getting in front of our crowd, maybe putting some new lineups out there, maybe getting some other people some experience, seeing some routines that maybe you haven't seen yet. So if you haven't gotten your tickets to come out, please do so.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fantastic meet in the Maravich Center. Another opportunity for you to see one of the top teams in the nation in your Fighting Tigers of LSU. Well, for Associate Head Coach Jay Clark, I'm Mike Smith, and we thank you for joining us inside LSU Gymnastics. We'll see you next week.
Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Dee Bro has been brought to you by Sigma Engineers. Sigma Engineers is thankful to our clients who trust us year after year, and to the commitment of our selfless employees who bring such great talents to our company. With experts in every discipline, our dedication to safety and quality sets us apart as one of the leaders in the petrochemical industry. Women's Hospital. The best birthday ever is at Woman's. TJ Ribs. Legendary Louisiana Barbecue. And by Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. Lending the way home buyers prefer it. Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Dee Bro is an exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Television Network. The LSU Sports Television Network is a division of LSU Sports Properties.